Hello everyone, I'm back with a video that's slightly later because I basically struggled to get some content this week because the weather's a bit rubbish and what with work and other things, it was just like, if I want to get a video together, I just want to put something together that's, you know, something like 10 minutes long or something, not the odd couple of things. So, you know, things are moving very, very slowly in the world of salvage cars. But I thought I would do a video just so we can go over where we are at with the 3 Fiats that I'm currently in possession. And then we'll cover them. And then in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully we can sort of finish up on all of the projects because they are pretty much there. So I think I've only done one video on this, maybe 2. And the first one is my blue Fiat 500 on a 64 plate, which was a Cat S, as you can see from the image here from Copart. And you can see that it was a shunt on the rear and we needed a new tailgate and a new bumper. Those are the only 2 things that were needed. And this did need pulling out. So that was basically the damage. Now, that sounds like a relatively easy project to put together and sort out in a couple of weeks, which it is. The only slight thing with this one at the moment as we're talking is 1, it needs an MOT. And 2, where this has obviously been pulled out or pushed in, and we pulled it back out again, the lining, sort of where it's lined up, it's just not right on either side and it needs minor adjustments. Unfortunately, unlike a bonnet, which can kind of move a bit left, a bit right, up and down, the mounts on the top here don't really allow for much movement. So it's a bit of a complicated process. But anyway, so with the... let's just scroll through the front of this one. So as you can see here, there is nothing wrong with it at all. And so this, as I say, just needs an MOT and a little minor adjustment on the back. I've also got a slight issue whereby all the lights are working, and when they're off, there's no errors on the dash. And as soon as you turn the lights on, it throws an error and says that basically there's a problem with the DRL or something, even though they're all working. So that's the other small little thing. So I hope to get a video of this one done very, very soon. It's currently being used at the moment by a family member, and that's the reason why you've just basically not seen it in a good few months. So it is around and it's still doing what it needs to do, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I can't remember what the mileage is on this one. Is it 57, something like that? Let me just have a quick look. Bear with. Oh, 50,000 miles on a 64 plate. I think the cam belt's been done. I don't know what I want to sell this for yet. I really don't. And I've really got no idea about the market on this one. So that's the blue one. And we'll now move on to the white one, which I got the other week. Okay, so project 2, these aren't in any particular order. 2010 Lounge, which I think was my last video, came the other week, which I won just before Christmas. 2010, low mileage again, and from the outside looks pretty decent. And then we have the back. You can see it's had a very minor shunt at the rear, causing the bottom of the bumper to crease at the bottom, strangely. Nothing really else problematic around the bumper, and then the rear tailgate is slightly dented at the bottom, and that's it. And as we discovered in the video, there is a crack to the sunroof. Obviously there are going to be more videos on that. My plan is to kind of turn this around incredibly quickly, but where we're at the moment is that's pretty much sitting around doing nothing. It just needs cleaning. The bumper's arrived, so that's got to go on, and then we just got to pull out the tailgate at the bottom, and that's going to need an MOT. And I have a slight idea about the sunroof, which I'm thinking about, and then it's just generally needs a good clean. Once I've got the wheels off, I can see about brake pads, but other than that, it looks like it's been relatively serviced pretty well. So so it doesn't appear to be a bad car. I've driven it from like one parking space to the other, and it just continuously, it doesn't hold its charge either. It needs a proper good run. So waiting on the V62 to go through, gives me the logbook, and then when that's done, hopefully this will be a quick turnaround and that one can go. Hopefully, well, we are the 11th, maybe by the end of the month, we'll see. But it's a good little car. Hopefully that will turn a profit as well. So finally, the one that's probably featured the most on the channel so far is this black 60 plate pop, which has pretty much got all the features of a lounge, which was a nice surprise to have when it turned up, although it was full of other surprises. Again, about 54,000 miles on the clock, cam belt done, and actually I've been using this to and from work a number of times, and it's actually a really decent car to drive. There is literally nothing wrong with it whatsoever in the way that it drives or handles. It's actually a very pleasant car to use. From the outside here, looks fairly normal. This door needed completely replacing, so that went. From the rear, that was the door again. The rear was actually pretty good. Actually, if we go back, the sill on the passenger side was buggered down here, actually, as you can see. So we needed the sill filled or pulled and then filled. It needed a new paint job for that, and also the rear to cover up some old marks and scratches, and it needed a new front wing as well, and I managed to sort out this door myself. So, and the roof was a pain to get all the decals off. That's where that one is. Now this one also needs an MOT, booked in for late this month. It also comes with the spare key and not the remote key. So currently working on sorting that out, and I think that's it. I've got that as a Cat S, so had to get that V62 form filled in, but I've got all of that back. So this one is pretty much done apart from the key and the MOT, and then this one's done. So as you can see, from all of these three cars, we're pretty much there. It's kind of sort of admin-y things, very minor things, and hopefully, fingers crossed, will be all sorted very soon. The BMW is another story, and I can make a whole new YouTube video on that one, but that passed its MOT. That's pretty much good to go. However, there's a few little issues in the boot which just needs sorting, and then that's good. But I'm not here to talk about that one because this video is going to be purely about Fiat 500's, which is what I've pretty much been working on for the last, year and a half now. And one day I'll do a video of all the Fiat 500's that have come through my fingers. But those are the 3 that are currently in my possession and I need to get rid of because, time is money. These are just sitting around, really. They need to be sold. But unfortunately, we're in January and weather in the UK isn't the best at times. So getting things like little minor paint jobs done or washing or, cleaning, those types of things, a bit more difficult. But that's where we're at. So, if you've got any questions or any comments you have to say about any of these, then do drop them in the box below. Like, subscribe and click the bell button if you want to be notified when a video is coming out. I generally try to aim for Saturday at 9 AM, but that does slip every so often. And I think that's pretty much me covered for this week. And next week we should be back to normal with some content of one of these Fiats, and I think that's it. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you all again very, very soon.